Hello, everyone, and welcome to our webinar today entitled Enhancing Your vLex Fastcase Benefit. Thank you all for being here with us today. We greatly appreciate you taking the time to join us. And hopefully for many of you, you've already gotten a little bit familiar with the vLex Fastcase platform, and you're here because you want to learn more about how you can take this platform to the next level. If so, you're in the right place, and if not, you may be in the wrong class. So, but before we dive in, I want to share a little bit of background on our company. And vLex and Fastcase joined forces in early 2023 with the goal of continuing to democratize access to the law so that it's accessible to everyone. And we also aimed to revolutionize how attorneys engage with legal information. The tools and content we're going to look at today focus on the revolution of legal research methods, and we're really excited to show you these in action. Introducing myself, my name is TJ Diggins. I am the customer success representative with vLex, and my role is specifically on the alliances team. So I work with bar associations or bars all across the US, and specifically providing training and resources to members such as yourselves so you can successfully navigate the new platform, vLex Fastcase. And I am joined today by Tim. I'll go ahead and pass it over to Tim so he can introduce himself.
Hey everybody, my name is Tim Shadone. I'm one of the sales account specialists here at vLex Fastcase, working with a lot of bar members here that are on vLex Fastcase, really working on with them to better understand not just the platform in general, but more of our Vincent AI tool as far as what they can do for them, what tasks Vincent AI can help everyone streamline. So I'm very excited to be here and glad to show you guys around.
Perfect, thanks, Tim. And Tim will dive into the Vincent AI tool in pretty good detail. So we'll let him tackle that part, but I am going to kind of cover what other tools and features that you have available to you in the platform. But before we get into that, I'll start with just an agenda. We've already handled the introductions. Next, I'm going to cover the bar plans, because not all bars have the same access to all the same content and features in the platform. So it's going to be important to recognize what your specific bar already has and what you may be able to upgrade your account with. So we'll look at the bar plans and what content you have available to upgrade to. Then I'll do a little bit of an explanation of what our Vincent AI tool is and how you can start to see iterations of that throughout the platform. Then we'll go into some workflows and examples. As I mentioned, Tim will take over from there. Then we'll kind of close it out with what are the next steps? How can you take the next step to add these features or upgrade to include this content? And then we will have some time at the end for some questions. So if you do have any questions, I wanted to mention that you can go ahead and enter those into the questions channel. You should have an option to enter questions in there. Go ahead and enter your questions at any time throughout the presentation. And that way, once we get to that question and answer period, we'll already have some questions listed there, hopefully. But with that, let's go ahead and jump over to the bar plans and start to explain the differences between each plan here. So you may have the state core plan, and after this slide, I am going to jump into the platform itself so I can show you exactly where you can find what plan you have. But if you're on the platform, if you're kind of following along with us in the platform, you can see that at the bottom left side of your homepage. So you'll see vLex Fastcase, and then there will be your plan level. So starting with the state core plan, this is primary state content. So any state content like cases, statutes, constitutions, regulations, etc. All of that will be specific to your state. So if you see vLex Fastcase, whatever your state name is, and then core, that means that you have the state core plan. Now, the next plan level above state core will be our US core. And the difference between state core and US core is with US core, you have access to all 50 states primary materials, as well as all federal primary materials as well. So really opens up to a lot more information. You can research other states and all of the federal content right in our vLex Fastcase platform. But then there's even another plan above that, which some of our bar members, or excuse me, our bar partners do offer. Only a few of them at the moment, but hopefully we will continue to grow that. And that is the US Core Plus plan, which includes our docket alarm content. So you would see the US Core plus docket alarm essential in your plan level there. And right now we only have 3 states or 3 bars that have access to that. That's going to be Texas, Georgia, and Nevada. So if you are members of any of those 3 bars, you do have access to the US Core Plus plan. So you have access to docket alarm content right in the vLex Fastcase platform. So now that we've explained that, I am going to jump over to our platform here. And I should have mentioned this, I live in Georgia. I'm right outside of Atlanta. So I am going to personally use the State Bar of Georgia plan just as an example account today. And as you can see, as I was mentioning, underneath the State Bar logo here, you can see the plan level. So this particularly for Georgia, we provide the US Core and docket alarm essential content. Now, docket alarm means, what that means is, so docket alarm content is briefs, pleadings, motions, and order content. And that is a collection of over 700 million, and it may even be more than that at this point. We're adding new information every day, thousands of documents to our platform here, but we offer 700 million plus case filings across state and federal trial courts. So in addition to sample motions, filed briefs, new complaints, it can also include non-final orders from judges on procedural motions as well. So a lot of content that you have access to with the docket alarm essential. Very useful, especially if you're practicing within litigation, to have access to all of those case filings could be a tremendous support boost to your practice. So if you're interested in checking out the docket alarm content and upgrading to that, we can certainly help you out with it, and we'll discuss a little bit more about how you can actually upgrade to that content later on in our presentation. But continuing on that note, the docket alarm notes here, I wanted to start with how you can actually search for that. So if you are one of those 3 bars that already have access to it, or once you upgrade your account to include that access, you can search for that content from our advanced search tool. So I wanted to provide a little bit of an example of that through our advanced search feature here. And we'll go ahead and select our jurisdiction here. I'll keep it in Georgia. But then once you've selected your jurisdiction, you can see down here in our content library section, we've got briefs, pleadings, and motions, and then orders and opinions. So depending on what you want to look for, you can select which content library you want to research. For our example today, we're going to do orders and opinions. And what I'm going to search for here is just going to be motion for reconsideration. And that's going to provide us with a list of orders that has this information included in it. And we can even go as far as adding what court we want to pull that information from. So specifically, maybe we're looking for the Middle District of Georgia. If I can research that correctly. And it provides a few of the suggested courts, as you can see all of this different court information that you can select from. Well, we'll just pick a random one here. Apologies that that is not working for me. And of course, that is a bad example, so I apologize there, but you'll notice that you can include which which court you want to find those samples from, those orders and opinions, and that'll actually pull up a list of those documents where you can explore those further. You can continue to search within your results here to narrow that content down a little bit further. But to access that, if you already have access to it, you can easily just click there and then open an example of the document here that you can download or print. And so I do wanted to also highlight that in the different plans. So I also wanted to take a look at our Florida bar page as well. So if you're in Florida, you may also have some additional features that you can upgrade your account with. So Florida is just the Florida core plan. And what that means is you would have the ability to upgrade your account to the US core materials. And to do that, you can easily subscribe to that or upgrade it up here in the right-hand corner of your account, or reach out to Tim to help you upgrade your account access to include that federal and other states, all other state materials as well. Now, one other thing that some bars do, and not all of the bar associations or bar partners provide this content, but the featured libraries. So you may also find some helpful information based off your specific practice area in the featured libraries category. None of these are included in the base plan for the bars. So if you have featured libraries, you can upgrade your account to those, and you can do that by clicking into them. And we will provide the table of contents and just a little bit of information that you can see in different areas. But once you get to a certain point of access, you'll be met with this message where it's just letting you know, hey, this actually isn't included in your subscription plan, but we offer you the ability to subscribe directly in the platform here. Or you can contact us or get in touch with our sales team. And then let's continue on here. I wanted to jump into now that we've kind of looked at the other information that we can upgrade our account with, so the US core plan material and the docket alarm material, we wanted to start to get into the Vincent AI information. Now, Vincent AI is an award-winning legal AI tool powered by the world's largest collection of primary law data. And this means that information is populated from only within our database and can be relied upon when asking your legal research questions. And to my knowledge, it's the only AI tool on the market that will actually point to exactly where it is finding the answer to your questions, since it's pulling from our database. And plus, if it can't answer one of your questions, it will tell you it's actually unable to find reliable case law to support that, rather than hallucinating an answer or exaggerating information. So simply, Vincent AI will help you cut down on those tedious tasks and simplify even the most complex legal tasks. And to kind of launch into that, I wanted to highlight a couple of areas that we are already providing examples of how we're using the powers of our Vincent AI tool. So I'm going to move this back to United States information here. And what we're going to do is, actually, I'm going to jump right into a previous case that I was looking at. So we'll look at Davey McDonough here. And one example of how we're harnessing the powers of our Vincent AI tool is through our case analysis section. So if you've already done some research on the platform, you've more than likely come across the case analysis section here. And what this is doing is just using that Vincent AI tool to provide you with the legal issue, the head notes, and some key paragraphs from the document. So really helpful if you have a rather large document, and also helps you save some time from reading through that document to find the key facts and key paragraphs and head notes and materials that you can determine whether you want to spend additional time researching that specific case for your matter. So that's one way we're providing you access, and that's included across all of our bar plans. So no matter what plan level you have, if you have access to a specific case, that case will have the case analysis section included there. Now, one other way we are harnessing the powers of Vincent AI and providing that to you in your plans is through the related tab. So on the document level here, towards the end of this row, you'll see related. And what that does is pull a list of additional materials that may be relevant to the document that you're already browsing. So suggested reading materials and other content that could be helpful to your specific matter that you're working on. You can see you can continue to filter down that information in the search results page here. But a great tool to help you continue to expand your research or get really specific with what you're looking for. And I'll go back to our document here because I did want to also point out that we have some recent citing litigation for this case as well. So our docket alarm content, as I mentioned, is included in some bar plans. And if you do have access to that, you can find recent citing litigation. And even if you don't, so say you're a Florida bar member and you don't have access to that content, you will still see recent citing litigation to whatever document you're looking at, so that if you wanted to explore that document, you can go to our docket alarm page and preview that. We do offer free previews. I believe it's three views a week or something like that. But great way to check out a specific document that may cite to the case that you're looking into. And so with that, I will go ahead and I think now would be a good time to pass it over to Tim so we can start to break down the Vincent AI workflows. And before we do that, I'll need to share access. So give me 1 second here so I can get Tim going. All right, Tim, you should be good to go ahead and share, sir.
Okay, perfect. Well, I hope everybody can see my screen okay, and also can hear me as well. Just to reintroduce myself again, I'm one of the sales account specialists here at vLex Fastcase, and again, I'm happy to be on here to be able to show you guys a little bit more on Vincent AI, and just want to make sure you guys are aware of what Vincent AI can do, some of the workflows that we do have, as well as some different things that you are able to do within Vincent, because there are some workflows that you are able to use, but there are some custom things that you are also able to do within Vincent AI. So to get started, as you guys can see in my screen here, this is just going to be the home screen of your vLex Fastcase account. There's two different ways that you can access Vincent AI. In the top right hand corner, you're going to see a Vincent AI research assistant. You can click into it and that will go into Vincent AI, or down right below the home screen, you'll also see a Vincent AI button where I can click into that. And again, that is going to bring me into a new window to access Vincent AI. Now, when you do come in here and access Vincent AI, as you can see at the top, it is going to ask what you would like to do. Now, from my experience of working within our Vincent AI platform, I always suggest, if you can go through a workflow down here, I would go through a workflow. Now, we have different workflows at the bottom here, like ask a research question, there's build an argument, there's analyze a contract, analyze a complaint, compare jurisdictions, there's red line analysis, there's a 50-state survey, explore a legal proposition, so on and so forth. There's a lot of different document analysis type workflows in here, as well as research questions, building arguments, and exploring a legal proposition. Now, at the top, there's also a way for you guys to upload any type of custom files that you would like to run through Vincent AI, right? So at the top, you can also see there is an upload file box. If you do not see a file that you are looking to upload here at the bottom, whether it is, it's not a contract, it's not a complaint, You're not looking to compare documents. You're not looking to upload a pleading or a deposition. You're not looking to summarize any documents. What you're able to do is actually just upload a file here at the top. Now, when I upload a file here at the top, if I were to do that, that is going to then come in here and allow me to, once that file is uploaded, it is going to show that file has been added here. It's going to show what that file is here as well. So this is an opposition to motion to dismiss by the Apache County in Arizona. So once this is uploaded, it may take just a couple seconds here to get fully uploaded depending on the size of that document. But once it is uploaded, as you can see, it is going to ask me what I would like to do with the document. So what we are doing here is we are going to be able to analyze this document for you based on any type of question that you have regarding the document, or if there's some instruction of what you want analyzed within the document. We are going to provide you some suggestions of what Vincent AI can do for you. So we will provide those anytime you do want to run something through Vincent that is one of these suggestions. All we do is click on the box, and then we are able to go ahead, and for this one you need to select another box, and then you can go through and run that through Vincent AI. Now, if there is an instance where you're looking at all the suggestions, there's nothing in here that you are looking to do with this document, if you go down to the bottom, you can go in and actually ask any type of question or provide any type of instruction of what you do want analyzed within the document that you have uploaded as well. Now, I know a lot of questions I do get is, are you able to go in and upload multiple documents? Can you upload a folder of documents? Yes, you can. You can do that at any time, as well as you are starting to run through Vincent. When you go and upload the file, it's going to ask if you'd like to upload files or a folder of files, and you can click on either of those to get those uploaded as well. So just to show you what it would look like if I were to run this through Vincent, I'm going to go ahead and run what I selected here. So propose defenses to each claim and extract and analyze all the claims. So I'm going to it's going to ask a follow-up question of what party I am representing. So for this, I'm just going to do the city of Glendale, and we're going to go ahead and run this through our Vincent AI tool. Now, Vincent AI is now going to start to analyze this tool. It's first going to extract and analyze the claims here, and then it is going to actually go ahead and start to build out and propose those defenses to each claims. So as this starts to go out and starts to build out all of these claims, you can see once I'm finished, and you'll see once it is done, it will pop up with a follow-up question here at the bottom that I can ask it. But what I can also do is I can copy this information and extract it out of Vincent AI. So once it is finished, and I've actually already run this through Vincent AI, so we don't have to sit here and wait for this to completely load here. I can actually go in and we'll just look at the one I've already ran. So as you can see, this is the one that I've already run through Vincent. It was the same question. You can see it did build a table for me with the legal argument, the specific or potential facts, as well as the claim, the governing law, and the defense here. So this built this out for me. And what I'm able to do with this table is I can download this table into an Excel file. I can download this table into a CSV file, or if I just wanted to copy the information, I'm also able to copy that information and paste it anywhere I'd like. If I need to paste it into an Excel file, or if I want to paste it into a Word doc, I am also able to do that. Now, at the top, obviously it's not in a table function at the top, but again, you are not able to completely download this into a Word doc, but you can go in here and copy the information and go in and paste it into a Word doc if you would like. So we can take any of this information and go ahead and extract it out of Vincent AI to put it into a document that we're using, or put the information into any type of document that we are looking to add information to. Okay, perfect. Also, you will see once we do start running multiple things through Vincent AI, you can see down the left side, I am going to actually go ahead and we're going to keep a history of everything that you have run through Vincent AI. So anything that you've run through, if you need to come back into it and take a look at it, you're always able to come back and take a look at the answer that it provided or any information that it did provide to you just by going into your history. Obviously, I analyzed a contract here, so this is something that I did previously in the last 7 days. I can always come back in here and view that. What is also very nice when you do come in here is if there are, and I get this question a lot, is what if I have very confidential client information that I do want deleted out of the Vincent AI platform. Anything from your history can be completely deleted. If you just hover over the 3 dots next to history, you can actually hit the trash can and that will delete it completely out of your history. Obviously, that file will not be stored in Vincent AI anymore either. So that is more of our analyzing type documents. And again, you will see if I go back into our specific workflows, we do have a lot of different analyze type functions in here. And they work exactly the same as what I was just doing with the upload file. Instead, when you click into analyze a contract, it'll just have you select a file or folder to upload to analyze that contract. And it's the same with any of the other analysis type tool or workflows that we do have listed in Vincent AI. Now, a couple other different workflows that you will see that we do have is ask a research question. You'll also see build an argument. If you keep scrolling down, you're also going to see explore a legal proposition, right? So a lot of these type of workflows, or at least these 3 workflows, do produce a lot of the same results. And I don't mean that as it's going to provide you the same answer every single time, but the results and the way they're presented are exactly the same, where it is going to go ahead and draft a memo for you and then provide you all the legal authorities that we use to come up with that answer. And all those are going to be directly linked. So what I mean by that is if I come in to ask a research question and I'm working in, we'll just keep this in Arizona here. And I'm working in, let's say, running something through Arizona. I can go ahead and select Arizona as my jurisdiction. I can include federal content, or I can obviously keep that unchecked and not include it. And I just did that by hovering over this United States, clicking into it, and that allowed me to select my jurisdiction. And now I can go through and actually, in a sentence or two, provide or ask a specific legal research question in any type of ordinary language. Now, if I were to, I'm just going to use one of the examples that we have listed here at the bottom. If I were to come in and actually go in and run something through our ask a research question, again, this is going to actually start to analyze the question that is provided to Vincent, and then is going to, it might ask what the best way to break it down here, if it is a multiple question type question that you provided to Vincent AI. So it might come in here and ask you to break it down into a couple questions, which we can do. We'll just limit it to 1 at this point, and we'll go ahead and start to run this through our AI tool. And as you can see, the answer here is going to be listed here at the bottom with all of the legal authorities here on the right side. Now, what a lot of people do ask when they are going through Vincent AI is, do I have to sit here and wait for this to completely load? And you do not actually. What you are able to do is when this is loading and this is providing the answer and coming up with all the legal authorities, you can actually get out of this screen, go back, do research, do anything else, any other task that you need done, you can go back and get out of this. And then we are actually here at vLex going to send you an email to your email that's associated with your account of the answer to this question, so that you're always able to go in to your email, you can see that it's been answered, and then you can actually see the answer. Now, with that being said, you can still always, again, come back into this, to our Vincent AI platform to view the question just by going into your history and clicking into there. You can also, as you are starting to look through the answer to the question, or if you're looking through and want to sift through some of the legal authorities that are being provided, you can go through any of these legal authorities here at any time. You're also able to filter out the legal authorities. If you only want to look at case law, you can go ahead and select cases and look at cases, statutes and regulations, administrative decisions, as well as any type of secondary material. You're also able to, once it provides you with your answer, you're also able to ask any type of follow-up questions that would go along with your question. Maybe it didn't answer it specific enough, or you had a follow-up question to the way it was answered. You can go ahead and ask that there at the bottom as well and run that through our Vincent AI tool as well. Now this is taking a few minutes just because it is bringing in so many legal authorities, because it is such a broad question. But just to show you guys what the answer would actually look like when it is finished is just like this. We would have our answer here at the bottom, all of our legal authorities loaded here on the right side. And what we're able to do is obviously go through our answer just to check, make sure that it did answer it correctly. but also make sure that it is providing some accurate legal authorities to choose from in the answer as well. So I can look through all of this material. Again, can ask a follow-up question in case I need to get more specific. But what I can also do, if I do like the answer and I want to, again, extract that information outside of our Vincent AI platform, what I'm able to do is actually go ahead and click download. I can download this directly into a Word document where it actually provides the full answer here in the Word document, but it also is going to provide all of the legal authorities at the bottom of the answer as well in that Word document. So you don't have to worry about extracting both the answer and the legal authorities. It's just going to do it all in one when you do download it. And you can also go ahead and download that into a PDF document as well. The answer also is able to be copied, or if you wanted to copy a link to that answer, you're also able to do that at any time as well. So that is, again, what this type of results that you are getting from Ask a Research Question, just like this with the answer here, all of the answer here, the legal authorities on the right side, those are, that is going to be more of the workflows of Ask a Research Question. It's also going to be exactly how you would build an argument. That answer would be presented to you exactly the same way, as well as the Explore a Legal Proposition. The only big difference will be the way that you're actually asking. Obviously, with those, you're just asking a research question. For a build an argument, when you click in there, you're going to see that it's just going to ask for some factual background, describe the key facts of the matter, or describe the key facts of the matter. I'm sorry, and then in the goals, it's going to ask in a sentence or two what you want your argument built around. And again, you can go ahead and put those in and run that through Vincent AI, and that will allow you to get provided an answer with an argument. Same with the legal proposition. When I go into Explore a Legal Proposition, it is the exact same, where it's going to ask in support of, or you can also do in opposition to a following proposition. Once you state that question or say what the proposition is, you can also run that through Vincent AI. And again, it will provide that draft of a legal memo. And then on the right side, it's going to provide all those legal authorities for you as well. So the last few things that I do want to go over, just going back into the home screen of Vincent AI, is how you can come in here and submit feedback as you are starting to play around and use Vincent AI. We do love getting feedback on Vincent AI, especially with it being such a enhanced tool that you guys are able to use. We do always suggest giving feedback on answers that you get within Vincent AI, or if there's an analysis that didn't go correctly. We always want to get some feedback from you guys, obviously, so we can better the product and better enhance Vincent AI as well. So I believe that's all I had for you guys in here. So let me here. Did we have any questions? Or I guess we're going to answer questions at the end. Doesn't look like we do. So I'm actually going to welcome TJ back on the screen to kind of take over.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Tim. Yeah, and I know we do have some questions on the Vincent tool, and I'll go ahead and take over sharing capabilities here. Give me 1 second. Oh, actually, Tim, can you, I think you may have to assign it back to me to present. If you go to attendees and then over to staff.
Okay, hold on. There you go. Okay, I think you should be good now.
All right, thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys couldn't tell, this is our first run through of this presentation. We're still kind of working out the kinks, but we're slowly but surely getting there throughout the presentation. But so a few more things before we kind of move over to the questions period is in the in Vincent AI, for Vincent AI, if you wanted to start a trial period, you do have the ability to start a free trial, a free 3-day trial. if you click into the Vincent AI tool, you'll see there is an option you can get started with Vincent AI. So that's going to be if you're seriously considering incorporating Vincent AI into your practice, I would strongly suggest starting out with the 3-day trial to see if that works for you. Make sure you're comfortable with working in the tool. But even more than that, I would suggest setting up a demo with Tim, or at least a phone call, so you can dive into more specific questions and how you can really get the most out of that tool with one of our sales account specialists, because they do this all the time. They're happy to communicate with you and get you set up with maybe even a longer demo. If 3 days isn't enough time, we may be able to work something out with you to check that out a little bit in further detail. And in addition to that, I did highlight earlier that you will have the ability to upgrade your account. So if you have a state core plan, you can do that by clicking on the upgrade button here in the top right. Or if you just you're not seeing or gaining access to a specific document that you would like to whenever you're researching, you can send myself an email or Tim an email, and I'll be providing our contact information here in just a little bit, so you can make sure you are getting to the right place and getting that information added to your account as quickly as you would like. And with that, I think we can move into a bit of questions. I know we've got a lot of time left, so I'm happy to take as many questions as we like here. And yeah, we can go ahead and start on that. And while we're getting ready for the questions, I'll go ahead and share this information with you. Our contact information. So even any sort of questions you have in the vLex Fastcase platform, if it's a Vincent AI question, you can always reach out to our support team. They are available Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern time. And you can reach them via phone if you need immediate assistance. That 866 number is going to be your best bet, or the helpdesk-us@vlex.com email address. And then any trials or sales inquiries in regards to how to upgrade your account or incorporate Vincent AI into your practice, go ahead and reach out to Tim. He can get you set up with a demo and get you full access to the Vincent tool. And then any general vLex Fastcase questions, if you need more information about how to access or research in the general research platform, you can send those directly to me or to our support team. I didn't mention this earlier, but I'm a personal resource to you, and some of you may have already received a welcome email from me once you actually signed into vLex Fastcase for the first time. So I don't mind getting you to the right person, connecting you with the right team member, and getting your questions answered as soon as we possibly can. And speaking of that, let's go ahead and open it up to some questions. And Tim, I may point some of these to you for the most efficient answers, but let's see if I can go ahead and help with any of the ones we've got here. And I'm going to read them out so everybody can hear what these questions are. First one I have is, does Vincent AI learn information and incorporate it into the body of knowledge it has once you have uploaded a document? For example, if you upload a document with someone's social security number, does Vincent AI now know that person's social security number? If the document is deleted by the user, does Vincent AI still retain knowledge of the social security number it just learned? And this is a great question. I can partially answer this. Hopefully Tim may have some additional information, but we are not using any of the information or data that our users are entering into the platform to learn or advance Vincent AI's capabilities. That's just that too many security hurdles there, and so we are not pulling any of that information in. So as soon as you enter it, that is just with your account. We at vLex won't have access to that content, and you yourself wouldn't even have content after you delete it out of the research tool. So very secure. And we do have a website that is dedicated to our security preferences and learning more about our security at vLex. I'm not sure of the exact URL, but I will look it up in just a moment. But Tim, do you have anything else to add to that?
Yeah, especially with the document analysis tool, which sounds like was more tailored for the question. You just have to remember also when Vincent is analyzing, it's only analyzing your document to produce those results that it is bringing into your answer. It's not, analyzing your document, storing that information, and then if someone else were to upload a document, use, your information to analyze somebody else's document. It's not doing that. It is strictly analyzing your document to provide you an answer, not to store that information and then later provide an answer for somebody else.
Awesome. And then would you mind go ahead and answering the next question? Can you analyze statutes as well as cases?
Yes, I mean, so as far as like analyzing statutes, cases, you can analyze anything that you would like in Vincent AI. So anything can be uploaded. That's why at the beginning when I was just going at the top where it says what would you like to do, and it just had an upload file right under the ask a question. You can upload any type of file, whether it is a motion, whether it is like you said, a case, a statute, a legislation. You can upload any type of document to be analyzed by Vincent AI. We just do have designated workflows for some documents, but again, the workflows aren't the end all be all. You can always go in and upload a custom file that you would like to be analyzed as well.
Awesome. Well, I also found the link that I was talking about. So it's just trust.vlex.com, and I'll try and add that to our slideshow as well. But again, trust.vlex.com provides a little bit more information about the security protocols and information for you to reference there. And then moving on to the next question here, regarding the links to Vincent results, can people outside your organization access the results if a link is shared with them? So again, you have the ability to share documents with specific members of your accounts. And Tim may be able to add a little bit more detail to that if you want to take that, Tim.
Yeah, so from my understanding is when you are copying a link, it needs to be somebody within the organization. Now, if you are doing on the legal research, that's more within Vincent AI, I should say, if you're copying a link within Vincent AI. Now, from my understanding in vLex and in the legal research portion of vLex, you can do a go to vLex link if somebody did not have a vLex account and wanted to view that specific document, case, statute that you're looking at. You're able to share it that way, but within Vincent AI, they would have to have a vLex or vLex account.
Perfect, thank you, sir. Then we've got another question here. If you discontinue Vincent after a trial period or at some point down the road, can you still access and download the results obtained earlier? This is a good question, and I don't believe you would be able to access that since you wouldn't be able to log into the Vincent tool itself. You would be met with that kind of a paywall where you would have to subscribe. But Tim, do you have any additional information about that?
No, I'm pretty sure you're spot on with that. You would as soon as you go to access Vincent AI, you wouldn't be able to see your history or anything. You would have reached that paywall like you just said, and you'd have to upgrade again.
And then one other question we have here is, can you use Vincent AI in US Core? So as I explained earlier, there are some instances of the Vincent AI tool where you already have that in the regular research platform, but you don't have the full Vincent AI access unless you upgrade your account to that, unless you're doing a trial period. So you can start the trial period and you can use Vincent. But I wanted to also mention that Vincent, if you do upgrade to that, so say you only have the state core plan, if you upgrade your account to the Vincent AI, that opens your full platform to all US primary materials. So even if you have the state core but you upgrade to Vincent, you will have all of the federal and 50 states primary material access to you. And I may be wrong, but does that also open you up to international jurisdiction content, Tim, or no? That may be something. I'm asking too an advanced question, but
I don't
I thought you were able
believe it
to compare
would.
jurisdictions there.
I don't believe it would. The only way that you can do that is if you were to upgrade to another specific core,
Okay.
if that makes sense. Yeah.
And then it should also open it up to the docket alarm content as well that you can research, right? Because that was another one of the questions that we had.
Yes. Yes, it should.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yep.
Vincent AI, if you subscribe to that, I mean, that's basically our all-encompassing product plan that opens up access to pretty much everything except for that international content. So you would receive the docket alarm content, the case law content, and anything that you could upgrade your account with, other than specific like bar journals or featured libraries, as I referenced a little bit earlier in our presentation.
Yes, and I'm sorry, I misspoke. The docket alarm would not be included on the Vincent AI subscription. Vincent AI, if you were to upgrade to Vincent AI, you're just getting basically the US core, and then you're also getting Vincent AI. If you wanted docket alarm, it's still going to be separate from that subscription. So if you wanted briefs, pleadings, motions, and things like that, that would still have to be an additional upgrade on top of that.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
Yep.
And then we've just got one other question. So how much is Vincent AI to upgrade to? And this is a good question. And if you are seriously considering it, I would recommend taking the time to chat with Tim. We have a discounted rate for bar members, but our mission is to provide access, greater access to the law. And we are open to working with individuals, but whatever works best for your practice is what we want to see. So if you're really interested in learning how to incorporate that in your practice, reach out to Tim, and you can set up a call with him, and you can discuss the pricing. But our discounted rate for bar members is $360 a month. But you can also get an additional discount if you subscribe to that annually as well. I believe it's an additional 10% discount rather than doing it monthly if you do it annually.
Yes, that is correct. So no matter what, if you were to upgrade to Vincent AI, if you do pay for the annual subscription, you automatically get 10% off.
All right, so I'm not seeing any other questions in the channel at this time, and I know we're a little bit short on time, but maybe I can give you guys back 10 minutes of your day here. We will sit in the room for just a little bit if anybody else has any questions, but if not, I wanted to take the time again to thank all of you for joining us today. And as we mentioned, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We love getting feedback. We love answering questions. So anything we can do to make your experience in vLex and in the Vincent tool better, please let us know. But with that, thank you all for joining us, and we'll leave it there unless anybody else has any questions.
Yep. Thanks, everybody.